Hey everyone, welcome to Taking the Pulse, a healthcare and life sciences video podcast. Matthew Roberts and I are here today live at NC Bio. It's the 2023 annual conference, one of the Southeast's premier life sciences events, pulling together regional and national life sciences industry leaders. One of them with us today is Joel Gates of Azzur. He serves as the Senior Director of Operations for Azzur Cleanrooms on Demand. Joel, thank you for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Can you start us off by talking a little bit about what you do, what your healthcare team does to help life sciences companies?
Absolutely. So Azzur's mission since inception has been to take clients from discovery to delivery. So to really help clients coming out of academia or coming out of a startup take their product through preclinical, through clinical, and into commercial manufacturing. So we do that. For a very long time, we've had a consulting practice that helps clients through a GMP roadmap, kind of walk those steps. We've added, since the beginning of the company, we've added a training center to help upskill clients. Resources, we've added Azzur Labs, and we've added Azzur Cleanrooms on Demand, who really help accelerate clients through the clinical phases. So, working with us will accelerate a client's program. That's what we're built to do. And so we help them grow their business by getting them really to the clinic and to the patient quicker.
Okay. And we know this is a very regulated industry, and GXP compliance is one of the most difficult things for life sciences companies to come into compliance with all the regulations. So tell us a little bit what are the top issues you see with this type of compliance and how you come alongside life sciences companies and help them with this compliance?
Absolutely. So there's always, if you Google compliance or compliance issues or the regulators, you're going to find a list of things, adequate inspections, computerized systems, data integrity, things like that. But really, all of those one-off things, what really tends to be the main issue is risk management, knowing how to manage your risks, proactively, so you're not dealing with them in a reactive basis. With Azzur, the way we help clients with those GMP issues, GXP issues, we have the consultants that we can deploy that can directly help clients through these steps, through their GMP roadmap. We also have the training center to upskill their resources. So then potentially you're using your consulting dollars proactively instead of reactively to address issues. And then we have Azzur Labs and Azzur Cleanrooms on Demand, where we directly take on a lot of the GXP activities for our clients, enabling them to really focus on their manufacturing. They know their process better than anybody else, and so we take on all the other aspects of facilities management to let them focus on what they do best, which is making their product.
And so you're monitoring these ever-changing regulations all the time and helping educate, I guess, clients on how to be responsive to them as well.
That is a great point. We have a really healthy regulatory surveillance program through our consulting branch. So they keep their finger on the pulse of the regulations, and they cascade that to the rest of the organization.
Good.
Talk to us about what a modern clean room on demand would look like, how fast you can get it up, that sort of stuff.
Absolutely. So our clean room facilities are GMP ready facilities. We have several across the country. These facilities have been described, it's a unique model, they've been described as sort of a WeWork, but with a clean room attached. So, when clients come to use our facility, they get the clean room, it's ISO certified, it's GMP ready, but there's attached is an ambient warehouse, controlled temperature storage, office space, laboratories, and we manage all of those aspects, the cleaning, the environmental monitoring, the inventory management, waste management. Really, they just have to focus on what they do best, make the product.
Wow. So in 2022, you celebrated the groundbreaking of Azzur's Raleigh location for Clean Rooms on Demand. Why Raleigh? Why North Carolina?
So, we have facilities in Massachusetts, we have facilities in California, but like many other firms, we saw what was going on in North Carolina in terms of innovation. We've been here for a very long time with our consulting branch, labs, and the training center. We wanted to build our facility here because we know how helpful the government is here locally to the industry. Combined with that, there's also fantastic academic institutions just within a few miles of here that are churning out, these great innovators with fantastic products. And I think the third piece of that's been really attractive for us is industry organizations like NC Bio that kind of bring us all together and make sure that we're all pulling in the same direction. So it's just been a very fertile ground in terms of innovators and resources and things like that, with a very friendly government that really helps shepherd industry into the area.
So do companies get a benefit if they're using your clean rooms on demand on a temporary basis as opposed to building something permanent? Is there some economies of scale that they're able to achieve by doing that?
There's a huge benefit in that model that you just described.
Right.
So for firms that are just starting up or just coming out of preclinical trials, they have a product that's going to go into the clinic and they need to make a batch of product, get that tested, see how that performs. Building a facility to do that is extremely time intensive. And then if it doesn't work, for some reason the product doesn't move forward, you're stuck with that facility. In our model, you come in for a short-term licensing agreement, you manufacture your batch, you send it into the clinic for data, and then you wait. If it works great, then you come back, but you're not stuck paying for a facility that you built that may not be manufacturing.
That's a good point.
Take a step back and let's look at the life sciences industry. What are you seeing right now in the industry from your perspective in your role?
So, tons of innovation, tons of startup. It's one of the things that drives our business. There are so many startup firms that are moving through the clinical phases, and it's really how Azzur found a sweet spot of helping those firms who may not know what they don't know in terms of getting through each step of clinical phases and into commercial. So, our whole goal is to contribute to client success. All of our clients are devoted to extending and enhancing human life in one way or another. And by helping them out, that's our way of helping change the world. There are so many good products in innovation here in North Carolina. So we have the benefit of working with so many small firms that have the next great product. We see that over the next several years, there's going to be life-saving therapies coming out of North Carolina.
And out of your clean rooms.
Born right here at home and hopefully out of our clean rooms.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, what innovations have occurred in the development of the actual clean rooms themselves? There's been innovation with everything else. Has that changed?
So I would say the biggest innovations that have come out in clean rooms have been materials of construction and a modular nature. So materials that are easy to clean, easy to keep clean. So from an environmental perspective, easy to keep low bioburden in those rooms, and then making them modular. So if a standard clean room doesn't work and a client needs additional space or a different configuration, they can be reconfigured fit for purpose.
Right. And if you're building a custom clean room for someone, that's a relatively quick process, assuming everything goes well?
It is. That's the other piece of the model that makes it really attractive for our firms that are just coming out of the clinic or just going into clinical phases. So to go build your own facility, it's going to be 18 months at least.
Right.
To come into one of our facilities with the infrastructure already in place, the staff already in place, and the clean rooms set ready to be modified, you'll be manufacturing within the quarter, not sometime next year.
Huge difference.
So there's not a pipeline where you have to get in line for your services. You're able to help on demand.
Some of our facilities are completely full with a waiting list. Fortunately, we have the 3 facilities in Massachusetts, 2 in California, and 1 here. So we do manage to maintain inventory ready for clients.
Well, Joel, thank you so much for joining us today. You're Senior Director of Operations at the Azzur Cleanrooms Group. Appreciate you being at NC Bio.
Thank you so much.
For those of you who watched today, we hope you learned a little bit more about what's available with Clean Room on Demand, and we'll see you next time right here on Taking the Pulse, a healthcare and life sciences video podcast.